Hello and welcome guys. I am back with the video on the topic Audit and Auditors from the chapter Audit and Auditors and from the subject Audit and Professional Ethics. Now we are going to continue from question number 34. Till now we have finished from question number 1 to question number 33. Now today we are going to start from question number 34. If an auditor resigns from his office, he shall file a statement indicating the reason and other facts with respect to resignation within dash of his resignation. Now here we have to say the days. The options provided are A. 15 days, B. 30 days, C. 60 days, D. 90 days. And the correct option is B, that is 30 days, within 30 days of the resignation. Moving on to the question number 35. An auditor who resigned from his office but fails to file a statement indicating the reasons and other facts with respect to his resignation within the stipulated time shall be punishable with a minimum fine of rupees dash and a maximum fine of rupees dash. The options provided are rupees 50,000 and rupees 5 lakh, B. rupees 50,000, rupees 5 lakh, or the remuneration of the auditor, whichever is less. Option C, rupees 50,000 or the remuneration of the auditor, whichever is less, and rupees 5 lakh. D, rupees 50,000 or remuneration of the auditor, whichever is more, and rupees 5 lakh. And the correct answer is option C. Question number 36. At an AGM, special notice shall be required for dash except where the retiring auditor has completed his tenure of 5 consecutive years or 10 consecutive years as provided under section 139 subsection 2. The options provided are A. Appointing as auditor a person other than the retiring auditor, B. Providing expressly that the retiring auditor shall not be reappointed, C. Either A or B, D. None of these. And the correct answer is either A or B, that is C. The option number C. Now question number 37. Where a special notice is given for appointing as auditor a person other than the retiring auditor or for providing expressly that the retiring auditor shall not be reappointed, the retiring auditor is entitled to dash. Options A. Make a written representation against his removal, B. Sue to the company, C. Claim compensation for loss of his office, D. Both A and C. And the correct answer is A, that is make a written representation against his removal. Next question, question number 38. The special notice shall be given to the company at least dash before the date of the AGM. The options provided are A. 7 days, B. 14 days, C. 21 days, D. 30 days. And the correct answer is the option B, that is 14 days. Question number 39. Dash may order that the written representation made by the auditor shall not be circulated to members and need not be read out at the meeting. The options provided are A. The Comptroller and Audit General of India, B. The Registrar, C. The Tribunal, D. The Central Government. And the correct answer is the Tribunal. Next question, question number 40. Dash is empowered to direct the company to change its auditors. Options A. The Comptroller and Audit General of India, B. The Registrar, C. The Tribunal, D. The Central Government. And the correct answer is the Tribunal. The Tribunal is empowered to direct the company to change its auditor. Question number 41. An auditor who is removed by the Tribunal shall be disqualified to be appointed as auditor in dash for a period of dash. Now the options provided are as follows. A. Any company 10 years, the same company 10 years, any company 5 years, the same company 5 years. And the correct answer is C, that is any company and 5 years. Question number 42. A firm shall be eligible for appointment as auditor of a company if options provided are A. All of its partners are chartered accountant. B. At least 2 of its partners are chartered accountant. Majority of its partners are chartered accountant. And the last one, D. Majority of its partner practicing in India are chartered accountant. And the correct answer is D. That is, any firm shall be eligible for appointment as auditor of a company if majority of its partner practicing in India are chartered accountants. Now the next question, that is question number 43. Mr. Aman holds equity shares at nominal value of rupees 10 lakh in Akash Limited. Dash is disqualified for appointment as auditor in Akash Limited. Options provided are A. Mr. Aman, B. Any relative of Mr. Aman, C. Any partner of Mr. Aman, D. All of these. Here the answer will be D, that is all of these. The next question, question number 44 and the last question of this video. Mr. Raman holds equity shares of nominal value of rupees 20 lakh in Prakash Limited. Now consider the following statements. Statement 1. Mr. Raman is disqualified for appointment as auditor in Prakash Limited. Statement 2. Mr. Raman is disqualified for appointment as auditor in any holding, subsidiary or associate company of Prakash Limited. And the last statement 3, that is Mr. Raman is not disqualified for appointment as auditor in a subsidiary of holding company of Prakash Limited. And the correct answer, first of all, we'll see the options, that is A. Only one of the above statement is correct. B. Only 2 of the above statement is correct. C. All of the above statement are correct. D. None of the above statement is correct. And the correct answer is option B. Only 2 of the above statement is correct. That is, statement 1 and statement 2 are the correct answer of this question. Thank you. Thank you so much.